Hello, I'm Colin Jones. I live in Staffordshire, North Staffordshire in the Midlands. I'm a musician. I'm a professional trumpet player by trade. I play some other instruments as well, and I write music and do some recording and stuff from home. I've been teaching as well for the last 11 years, teaching privately one-to-one students in their own homes, mostly brass, but obviously get involved with working with GCSE students and things as well. I've gone into primary schools teaching as well. In March, I started presenting some science workshops for a company called Instilling Inspiration, working as a presenter. Background, so education-wise, I've got grade 8 trumpet, music theory, I've got a diploma in music, and I've got a BA from the Open University, and I'm starting a master's degree in music in October. How to sound smart when you're talking about classical music. Classical music, according to this posh music dictionary, is music which is serious, so different to rock, pop or jazz. I wouldn't want to tell Adele or Stormzy that their music isn't serious, but we're thinking about orchestral music or music sung by a choir. We're going to start just over 400 years ago, looking at the period from 1600 to 1750. This is called the Baroque period, which is Portuguese for oddly shaped pear. No idea why. Music before that was dull and mostly religious, so we're not going to look at any of that. During the Baroque period, so this is the time when Guy Fawkes is trying to blow up Parliament, Shakespeare's writing lots of words, the Great Fire of London is trying to burn down London. Music in the Baroque period was very pretty, decorated and quite showy-offy. Lots of dancing around with the notes and things like that. Lots of busy things going on all at once. Music was supposed to be expressive, to make you feel happy or make you feel sad. Composers, that's a fancy word for people who write music, like Bach, Handel and Vivaldi, they used groups of instruments to create loud sections and quiet sections. That's called dynamics. They would have worked for a rich lord or lady, or maybe the royal court, basically being paid to write music to come and show off in their houses to their friends. Opera was invented in the Baroque period. Opera is a play where the music is sung, where the words are all sung, just like a musical today, although apparently that's not serious. After the Baroque period, we come to what's known as the classical period. Now that's confusing because we're saying all of this is classical, but the classical period runs from 1750 to about 1830. This is the time of the Industrial Revolution, George III on the throne and Captain Cook mapping the world. Famous composers, Haydn, Beethoven, Mozart. This is Beethoven we can hear now. We've got beautiful flowing melodies. So we've got the difference between like a backing band, the orchestra, and melodies and tunes happening. The piano was invented during the classical period, which obviously allowed for whole new music. We've got bigger orchestras, so even greater expression, more loud sections, more quiet contrast. We have some new kinds of music. The symphony was a huge orchestral work, and the concerto was a showy off thing. Musicians like to show off. So with the concerto, you would have the orchestra doing their thing, and then you'd have a soloist, so orchestra at the back, soloist at the front doing his showy off thing. Very strict rules about how long things should be and what, like fast, slow and fast sort of setups. Very strict ideas about how things should be in the classical period. Moving on from there, we come to the Romantic period. The Romantic period is from about 1830 to about 1910. Suddenly, everything is big. This is the time of Dickens, it's the time of Queen Victoria. All the rules go out the window, big orchestras, big voices, huge setups. No rules, you can write what you like. No rules about how many movements, just lots of big and very emotional and deep, rich kind of things. And now people like you and me will be going to watch music in a theatre or a music hall or something like that. So it's moved out of the rich people's dining rooms into the music halls. I feel like that clap was for us.